Let's take a closer look at some of the common airplanes used for flight training. The Cessna 152 is a high-wing, two-place trainer that cruises around 95 knots. The larger four-place 172, also known as a Skyhawk, will cruise around 120 knots. The 152 and the 172 are some of the most commonly used trainers in the fleet. The Diamond DA-20 is a two-seat trainer of composite construction. The DA-20 will cruise about 120 to 130 knots. The four-seat Diamond DA-40 cruises at 130 to 150 knots, depending on the model. The Cirrus SR-20 and 22 are four-seat composite airplanes with much higher cruise speeds. These aircraft have an airframe parachute available for use in emergencies. Neither can be flown by recreational pilots because of their high-powered engines. Another popular training airplane is the PA-28 series from Piper. There are several variations of this model, including the Cherokee, Archer, Warrior, and Cadet. They all share the same basic airframe and cruise between 115 and 130 knots. A difference you'll notice in the Pipers is their use of a horizontal stabilizer-elevator combination for pitch control. It's called a stabilator, and you can see how it got its name. When the yoke is moved, the entire stabilator moves. Variations you might notice in other trainers are the elevator trim wheel between the seats, the inclusion of rudder trim, electric trim, a tail wheel, free castering instead of a steerable nose wheel, a control stick instead of a yoke, mechanical flaps operated by a handle between the seats, or speed brakes located in the middle of the wings. There are also a number of light sport training airplanes available. These aircraft have no more than two seats, are subject to airspeed and weight limits, and have been tested and approved under a different set of standards than traditional airplanes. Recreational and private students can train in these LSAs, subject to the limitations imposed on the aircraft. Popular models include the Flight Design CTLS, Cessna Skycatcher, Tecnam P-92, and Van's RV-12. The economical nature and variety of light sport airplanes is making them the preferred choice for many students. We're using the Cessna Skyhawk for the recreation and private modules in this course, and the Cessna Skycatcher for the sport pilot training. When there are significant differences between models, we'll try to point them out.